And today this is a class. We're gonna start with narrative reporting, which is an EPRCS. So we'll just go with an overview of it. All right. So let's getting started with the narrative reporting. Well, actually, this was an EPRCS, which is Enterprise Performance Reporting Cloud Services, and then later on the name has changed to the narrative reporting based on the need of this particular. If you look at EPRCS, you don't know, okay, what is this particular EPRCS is. But whereas if you look at the names given to the other applications like FCCS or Financial Consolidation Cloud Services or EPVCS, which is a planning, so by its name of the particular product, so we can know, or someone can judge, okay, this is for that particular that's the need of the business of on that particular area. But when you look at the EPRCS, so it just says it's a reporting, but what kind of reporting, it was not specific in that. So that could be the reason, what I assume, like that could be the reason why the name has changed from EPRCS to narrative reporting. So from now on, so if I say EPRCS or it could be narrative reporting, it means the same. All right. So so before we get into this application, so let's see, or let's talk about what is narrative reporting. A narrative reporting is something, a kind of a report where it contains the content, you mean the text, and as well as the tables, or it could be a reporting or a financial tables, right? So it could be a combination of data. You mean to say, when I say data, it relates to the table, or it could be a graph or a chart, which are derived from the data, right? And also the content, the narrative part of it. Narrative in the sense of, there are in the market currently right now. There are many of the reporting tools, some of it like OBIE, or there for all the Oracle Cloud applications, the EPM Cloud application. So every application is coming with a reporting additional functionality added to it. All right. So it could be a HFR, a Hyperion Financial Reporting Studio, FRS or HFR, you can say it. All right. So all these reporting tools which are in the market, they also generate the report, but it just contains only the table. It contains only the data. There is no narrative part to it. All right. Even though, if you want to add some narrative part, you can just add, one or two lines, or it could be a para, or you can just have, just one page of narrative content with respect to in context to the data, right? So if let's say many organizations right now currently, or it's been coming from a very long back. So some organizations have some of their reports which they have to show it to the public. So mostly the bank, the business which come to the bank domain at their financial closure. So they're gonna send, or public do their annual reports as a public disclosure, right? So so not only these banks and anything. So it could be any type of business. So who would there could be some need where he should prepare some monthly or quarterly reports, and he have to show it to their stakeholders. Okay, so there could be so many reports. Within an organization where they create based on the type of the business they have it, and all these reports, it contains both the narrative and the tables. All right. So, but the existing, as I said, the existing tools, what we have, they just only generate reports. Okay, the table is good. Okay, it could be an income statement or balance sheet or the cash flows, or it could be anything. But these are only the tables. Where is the content? So some organizations, need to in their annual report, so they want to give some messages. Okay, message from the chairman. It could be message from the director's report. It could be an auditor report. So there are several content within that particular report with what they are preparing it, and they want to expose it, or they want to share it with, it could be the public, or it could be the stakeholders, to any external parties. All right. So now we can get, we can overcome all that using the narrative reporting. So before getting to the narrative reporting, let's see what are the different kinds of reports and what business use to do it. So different kinds of reports, in the sense it could be internal report, external, financial, and the business centric. Okay, business centric is something, some reports some organizations will develop or create those for their own business purpose. So in order to understand, so what could be the next forecast and what could be the plan for the next period or next month or a quarter. So these are some of the reports. I mean, based on the different types, different kind or different types of the business, there are some reports being built in, all right, or specific to the type of the business. So, for example, report 41 is for the airlines. I mean, this we build for the airlines, and the utility reports for EPRC, this is a federal energy and there is something some resource consumption or something else. Okay, this is in US, and this is a project funding approval, capital project approval, healthcare trust. These are some of the external, and these are some internal reports like the board packages, where sometimes based on a monthly basis or a quarterly basis. So someone have to when who is managing the business, the managing director, I mean, have to produce these board packages in the board meetings to the stakeholders. All right, we'll say, okay, this is the current standard of the business, and right now this is where we stand in terms of the revenue, and this is the statistics for the last quarter, and this is the statistics for the current quarter, and with this plan we are going with the in future quarter, I mean, for the next quarter. So like that, we have board meetings, performance reporting, audit reports, group budget reviews, and these are some of, again, external of the financial reports like the public disclosures. Now again, what we are seeing is a public disclosure document, which is annual report. uh, Regulatory reporting is something which is also called as a statutory reporting. I mean, where you use, I mean, any business, I mean, have to file their revenue, right? So those many of the companies, I mean, in US, so many of the companies, I mean, give it to US SEC, or it could be I mean, based on the standard, I mean, what they're following it, whether they file it to the SEC government or and they can go with the new IFRS standard, which is International Financial Reporting Standard. So based on the type of business and what standard they follow, so they file into that particular SEC or IFRS taxonomies, and then they'll file it. So we'll go more deeper into that regular reporting, and some of other reporting are the quarterly, annual, corporate, and social responsibility reports. All right, so let's get through the narrative reporting. So what is narrative reporting? So we have seen what are the challenges um, a business user or a user have to face in order to create an annual report of an organization. All right. So, I mean, how this narrative reporting is giving a solution to that. Okay. So it provides a solution for management and narrative reporting. So management over here. So whatever the financial reports, I mean, what you're talking about, the financial tables, so it could be the graphs, it could be charts, or it could be the grids. So all these are considered as a management report in narrative reporting. I mean, in the EPRCS web. Okay. So when you create anything in the narrative reporting or the management reporting, and the narrative reporting is again with respect to the context of the text, what they are referring it to. Okay, and that's why they call a management report and the narrative reporting. So management is something financial tables, and narrative reporting is content within that. And how it is given, so it just provides a secure, collaborative, and process driven. So when I say it's a process driven, so no, it has to overcome, I mean, all these challenges, and only with a process, like it comes with the defining in the sense, in context to designing this particular content, or designing, I mean, how we're going to through how we're going to prepare this 300-page document. So that comes on the design, and that is so-called defining. Authoring is something where all the users will jump into each and every respective document, and it simultaneously and keep on working. And we have a reviewing or a review phase where all the reviewers assign, I mean, who are assigned to those particular documents. So he'll review it, and a common repository is maintained within the particular report package. So when I say report package, we'll come to know what is a report package, and there is some terminology will be in this narrative reporting. So I'll let you know about that. And publishing the financial and the management report. So when you publish this total document, when you create it, so it comes with the table of contents, it comes with the images, it comes with the graphs, content and also the table. All right. So let's get into the product features now. So far we have seen, or we are talking about, okay, this we can do it in the narrative reporting. And what is an outcome of an narrative reporting? I mean, what we can develop using a narrative reporting. These are the product features, the main features of the narrative reporting, where we create a narrative reporting using a report package, and we create a management reporting within the narrative report, which is called as a financial report, and also disclosure management. Disclosure management is something which we create a regulatory or a statutory. So narrative reporting, when I say narrative reporting, so what we have seen is the annual report. Now this is a narrative reporting package. Now we'll have a report package, and there are docklets within them, and we can create different types of docklets from the report package. So we can publish it in MS Word, we can create a PDF report package, we can create a PPT report package. So when I say MS Word, a Word, a PDF, and a PPT, so what is the use case? I mean, usually when we look at the annual reports, or look at the narrative reporting from each and every organization as a standard, so they always go with the PDF format. All right. Now, what is the use case of using a Word or a PPT format reports? By using a Word, so if we create a report package by using a Word type, then all the documents within them is in a Word. And if it is in the Word, then it's quite very easy for us, for any user, because usually any user would feel an easy going with in dealing with an MS Word, in creating a MS Word document when you compare to the PDF. Because normally most of the users, don't have an experience in editing a PDF document, or even dealing with any of the PDF documents in creating them, right? So as a user friendly, so you can create a Word report package, and you play with the Word in creating everything. You embed a content, you place a content, you set the margins and everything, and you can publish when it comes to completing all the pages. Let's say, so always, when I say report package, so we always refer to a 300-page document from now onwards. Okay, so when we publish this 300-page document, so it will give you an option whether you want to publish it in the native, that means in the Word itself, or you want to publish it in the PDF. So it will give you an option to convert your Word report package into the PDF publishing document, so that it will be quite easier for you to create everything, to manage in the Word in creating the report package, and finally you can publish it in a PDF document. And again, the PDF, and why we have a PDF again. So using a PDF, there is a different functionality in PDF. So in PDF, you can have the documents. You can have a Word document, you can have an Excel document, you can have a PDF document as each and every document, and you can publish. Okay, so we will come to know, when we deal with the report packages, how we create. And the use case for having a PPT is, let's say, for all the internal board packages. When we create for the board meetings, where you'll find, all the stakeholders. So as a managing director or a CEO, so you have to produce your you need to prepare your presentation. So when you prepare your presentation will be in a PPT. But whereas if you look at the table, so that could be a different kind of a table or a tool which generates a report. So he need to switch over from PPTs to the particular table, and if you want to show the data for the previous and for the current and the futures, and then it would be quite tough, in switching into the report FR, the reporting tool and the PPT. So he can prepare his own PPT report package. It could be a set of 10 or 20 slides within them, and he can embed the data or the financial report within the PPT report format, and he can produce in the presentation itself. So he can change the POV within the data, within the report package itself, and he can show, okay, this is the result for this particular period, and this is the result for this particular year. So now here, let's getting into the product features. Now what it contain. So here, this is a dashboard. When we just log in, using your credentials, now you will get this particular dashboard there is a welcome, and you will find your name, and this is a dashboard for the shortcut. So first, let's go through these features, and then see what are the shortcuts of these features over here. All right. So out of this, we have seen we can create a narrative reporting, we can create a management report and the disclosure management in the narrative reporting web. And here are the functionalities where we can create that. So this is the report package where we can create this whole 300-page document. All right. And this report, the reports over here, this is the management report, which looks like an FR studio, an FR. Okay, we can create the reports, management reports over here. And this is the disclosure management, which is also called as a discman. So usually, some business people will refer to as a discman. All right, so we can create the statutory or regulatory reporting in the disclosure management. Okay, so next topic is the report package. So before we get into the report package, so let us log in and see the actual reporting. So for the people who are logging for the first time, so this is how you give the URL and log in with the credential. And you get a login page. You need to give demo admin, and what are the features within that, and what is the dashboard over here. We didn't talk about the dashboard, we just forgot about that. So dashboard is just a shortcut to all these functions or the features. So if you have any incomplete task or anything which there has been task being assigned to you and you have not done it, all right? So you have crossed the deadline, so then it will come in under the incomplete task, and then you can directly get into the particular task, and it will give you the message of how many messages are unread. All right, so let's get into this. So I clicked on the number, right? So over here, so these are the messages like the variable refresh. In this, an artifact import has done completed successfully. Variable refresh in the sample report. Data refresh succeeded. So it will give all this at any point of time. You can go back, or you can go directly. You have a direct link over here to the message, or you can go to the message and see what these are. So these are all the new messages, and there are other messages as well. I was telling you, right? So even you get messages like not only the action you're performing, whether you're doing some data refresh or you're assigned some variable refresh kind of a thing, or you're importing something or exporting any of the artifacts to your local machine. So you get all these messages which runs in the background, and after the completion of that particular action, so you get notified within these messages. Okay, not only that, and also you will get the messages related to the task. It says the sign off is required for this particular country by country report, which is the report package, and here is the link. We can directly get into the particular report package. So like that, you get the links over here, and these are all the artifacts and the messages. When you go to the task, it will give you all the tasks which are assigned to you. Right now, since it's got refresh, so you don't find anything in the task. Since it's a demo instance, so where everyone will jump in and perform their activities over here. Maybe that's the reason you don't find the task. But usually, so here, so what is the task assigned to this particular user? So they'll get it as it as a task, and they can you'll get a link. As you get it in the message, you can directly access to a particular artifact, or it could be a report, or it could be a report package. You can access that using a task and get into that. So at any point of time, you can, if you want to go home and see your dashboard, just click on this home, and you'll see the front page or the first page of all right. So this is a flag message. So at any point of time, now you have got the message saying that okay, this particular action has been performed, and this is in the past due date. Okay. Now you want to highlight, or you want to keep a track of that message. Now you can flag the particular message, so that now if let's say you're working on some multiple action items, and you want to prioritize. Okay. Now let's say you have got the messages like, okay, this is a sign off required and the sign off required for this, blah blah. No, these are all the action items. Now, out of this, you want to park this aside because you think, okay, this particular action item can be performed or it is important. So based on the priority, you prioritize this. You start, let's say you have got only 2 messages with an action items and with the task, and you have this one task which you can be completed, and you want to flag this particular message. So you can flag this message so that it will always be visible on your home screen dashboard, so that once you're done with that particular task, so you can access that the other message and see, okay, what is the task, and then you can perform your action on that particular task. Okay, so that's about the flag messages.